The first general killed on D-Day. On the morning of June 6, 1944, General Lieutenant Wilhelm Falley was racing back to his headquarters in a staff car, speeding through the narrow country roads of Normandy at over 40 miles per hour. He had been attending a military planning exercise in Rennes, about 125 miles away, when reports came in that American paratroopers were dropping from the sky all across the Cotentin Peninsula. Falley commanded the 91st Air Landing Infantry Division, which meant his troops were specifically trained to fight against airborne assaults, and now he needed to get back to his command post as fast as possible to direct the defense. His driver pushed the sedan hard through the pre-dawn darkness, tires skidding on the corners as they raced past hedgerows and stone walls. Falley sat in the back seat with his aide, Major Joachim Bartuzat, both of them trying to process the fragmentary reports coming in over the radio. Around 6:00 a.m., as the sun was just starting to come up, the car turned onto a narrow country lane near the Chateau de Bernaville in Picoville. That was when Lieutenant Malcolm Brannan and a small group of American paratroopers from the 82nd Airborne stepped into the road. Brannan and his men had been scattered during the night drop and were lost, disoriented, and trying to regroup when they heard the German staff car approaching at high speed. Brannan raised his hand and shouted for the car to halt. The driver, instead of stopping, hit the accelerator and tried to crash through the American position. The paratroopers opened fire with everything they had, bullets tearing through the windshield and doors. Major Bartuzat was killed instantly in the front seat. The car swerved violently, smashed into a stone wall, and came to a stop. Falley, still alive but shaken, stumbled out of the wrecked car, wearing his general's uniform and the Knight's Cross around his neck. He started crawling toward his Luger pistol, which was holstered at his side. Brannan approached cautiously with his rifle raised. Falley looked up at the American lieutenant and said in English, "Don't kill! Don't kill!" But Brannan watched Falley's hand moving toward the weapon and made a split-second decision. He fired once at point-blank range. The bullet entered Falley's forehead and killed him instantly. Blood spurted from the wound in a fountain that rose several feet into the air before the general's body collapsed onto the ground. Falley was 46 years old and became the first German general killed in the Normandy campaign, dying within the first hour of D-Day in what amounted to a random traffic stop gone wrong.